So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Harris. And taken down just shy of the 40. Well, this defense for the Chargers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Well, let's face it, when you hold someone to just 6 points in a game, the feeling that you have among your team is that you're not going to lose very many of those. That's the way to get it done.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Fowler. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So the completion good for just 3. And now it's 3rd and 4.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Able to find his man, it's Pickens. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a pretty nice throw right there from the rookie. And this, of course, is game number 2 of his NFL career. His guys did not get the win, Charles, in the opener. But what did you see from him last week?
Well, I think all things considered, he played pretty well, and I don't think I'd pin the loss on him. But there's no question, this is a learning process, and that was step 1, and he's hoping on the road to glory.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off play action. Fowler. He gets it complete to Harris. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
An extra quarterback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 4th down, Fowler. Right side, Claypool's got it. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
To throw on 2nd down, Fowler. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
To throw on 3rd down, Fowler. Got an open man, it's Pickens. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. This is a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They started on the ground with Eckler. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain. That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game. Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
1st down, and they stick with Eckler. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger 1st.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Herbert off of play action. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger 1st down. The Chargers at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. And that is caught. It's Davis. And they move this all the way down to the 9. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up for the 1st and goal.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. Herbert now. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Micah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the 50, here's Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Looking left side, and it's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there of 22. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you're probably going to have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Eckler. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Eckler again. They'll fight for the end zone, but they will stop him again. Shy of the goal line. A field goal gets them the lead, but they'll risk it here on 4th and goal. They'll run for it with Eckler. And this time he is in. Austin Eckler, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Chargers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Well, this defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. He's got it at the 10, and he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Garibay back out there now to send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
48 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. And you talk about great blocking up front. I don't think he was even touched, not a finger on him, until he was brought down to the ground.
I think we heard the whoosh as he went by, didn't we? Right through the gap. No one there, as you outlined. No one touched him at all. A free sprint into the secondary.
Yeah, that's what you call breaking free right there. First down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Hey, smash Broncos!
On second down, this is Harris. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards to gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for first.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Looking to throw. Fowler. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Charger 16. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Harris running straight ahead. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. They'll try to run with Harris. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal. So stuff from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try and run with Harris. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a 3rd and goal situation.
60
On the ground again, it's Harris, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And Herbert going to slide to a stop, and he has a first down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Herbert on first down now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Herbert's pass complete to Jalen Clayton. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Steelers' 47-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 31-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. He'll get this one complete to Davis. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. So we have reached halftime here in a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. To get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
2
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
And the Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 43.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback, and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a 1st down.
Throw right side, caught by Davis. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
A gain of 28 more yards. That's another Chargers first down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Herbert. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, 1st down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on 2nd down.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Now it's Herbert. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling. Held it to an okay gain.
Touchdown! Mike Williams. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Chargers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Garibay back out there now to send this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. Best plays you got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Off the play fake. Fowler. It's brought in by Harris. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate Big plays for an offense.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on third down. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball. No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Again, it's Harris on second down. They find some open field here. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 89 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. On the give, this is Harris. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun. Fowler. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
We saw that indeed, picking up the first.
They have their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Third quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. They hand this off to Harris. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Well, this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 16-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. on second down. They run with Harris. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 112 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So they need 2 yards here on third down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
Fair catch, made at the 24-yard line. The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Herbert. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Here's Herbert. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Steelers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. And we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
They turn to Harris to begin the drive. Room here to run. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And all the way down to the 39.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a toss play. It's Harris. And he's got some space here. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
198 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he continues to put a hurt on this defense.
He covered a lot of ground, great blocking, and now they can sniff that end zone.
They certainly can, and because of that run, maybe you come back and fake it to him on this play and throw a little play action. Someone should break wide open.
Harris bowling his way into the end zone for a touchdown. And that is what you call lowering the boom down near the goal line. He was going to force his way in no matter what.
They always talk about low man wins when it comes to the offensive line, having the leverage to move the defenders. It's strong man wins when it comes to tackling in the red zone. And if you happen to be the low man and the strong man, that's a huge win.
Boswell good with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Chargers 17. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brings up second and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Herbert. And Herbert going to slide to a stop, and he has a first down. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes a quick read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
On first down, it's Herbert. Completes it to Davis. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Here's this out for Streets. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A great effort there. 41 yards. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Garibay on for the extra point. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
That ties the game 24-24. Jonathan Garibay.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Harris. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They run again with Harris. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Third down. Fowler. That's going to be caught. It's Austin. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the door gets tough in here.
Harris going to get it again on second down. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Toss to Harris. And he is going to lose yardage here. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement. And off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So what did they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how did they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. And he's going to be out of bounds up past the 5. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that if they have to punt the ball, they've done so with that first run.
following the pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6.
Herbert. And that's complete to Davis. And brought down, but a big gain, a gain that they needed. And the only thing to keep in mind here is with him being tackled inbounds, that clock is moving.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Herbert to throw.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
He's a gain of 42 yards. And the Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
So 4 quarters couldn't settle a winner, and now the Chargers going to get the first opportunity here in OT as the kick is away. And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
First throw in overtime for Herbert. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And Davis has it over the middle. And I don't think he got there, no. Just short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Well, they only need about a half a foot. It's overtime, but they're back in their own territory.
And you know those decision makers that are battling inside the head coach's mind right now? One saying, hey, offense is pretty good. Other one saying, no, rely on your defense. That's what you've got to decide in this situation. Where do you have the confidence? That determines what you're going to do.
Here we go on 4th down. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Well, that certainly changes things here because they're in field goal range already, but a field goal, that's not what they're looking for now, not after that big play right here in overtime.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Herbert now. That is caught. It's Williams. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Defensively now, the ultimate challenge. Of course, the ball gets in the end zone. This thing's over.
And I remember my coach has always talked about in goal line situations, and now you're in overtime where they have to keep them to 3 points. Otherwise, this one is done. Win your individual battle within the framework of the team.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT.
Another one in the books for his partner. Always great to be by your side. And look, both offenses, both defenses had some moments in this one, but I think you would agree these coaching staffs are also going to have some stuff to clean up on film.
Absolutely, partner. Let's face it. Any game we get to watch from up here, it's going to be a blast. Do we want to get a real job? Absolutely not. Let's keep watching the NFL all season long.
So, for the Chargers, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory.